making a video and posting it online is kind of like getting a lottery ticket.
Uh-huh.
It might not always hit, but like there could just be one video that you have that just takes off. It's amazing. Like
yeah.
we even had people DMing us on TikTok and Instagram being like, "Hey, like just reaching out. I noticed
Making sure you're
you haven't
good.
been
Yeah.
on my feed.
Yeah.
You're okay."
You're like, yeah, if you would just be like, hey, is everything all right? We're like,
Like, yeah, I'm just busy.
damn it, we were so close to meeting Shaq.
This
Rachel's Room and like our whole brand that we're trying to build is to be a place for like education and information on sustainability.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Beyond the Cut. Today is an incredible episode. I got to interview the duo behind Rachel's Room. We talk about their crazy year that they've had traveling, growing, getting, up to 40,000 followers in a day, and just their plans for their content moving forward, which is amazing. So if you guys like this episode, please like and subscribe. Let's get into the episode. Okay, you guys gotta tell my audience, who are you guys? Why is there two of you here?
Let's start at the beginning.
Yeah.
So January 1st, we wake up. Ian looks at me and he says, "You need to start putting yourself online because people will enjoy the things that you have to do." I have
Rachel makes a
these-
bunch of stuff. She's like super talented. We haven't really showcased it on our page as much as we're supposed to start. But she makes her own clothes. She like is a designer. She does graphic design. She does animation. She like is good with her hands and making things. And not only me, but like everyone, all our friends and her family is always like, you should just like show people. So on the first, I was like, I was literally like, we were like half awake, and I'm like, you need to do that thing. You need to post your shit. And then she did. Yeah.
I remember you telling me about this video that he saw that was talking about creating content online.
Oh yeah.
And it was like making a video and posting it online is kind of like getting a lottery ticket.
Uh-huh.
It might not always hit, but like there could just be one video that you have that just takes off.
Yeah.
Like if you could play the lottery every day for free, making videos every day, like would you just do that?
Yeah, that like opened up my like brain because I never really thought of it like that. You see like people that go viral for this or for that, and they'd been doing it for like a few years, or they just started and stuff like that, and you're always like, oh, that can't happen to me. Like, why would our video get a million hits? You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
then when I saw the video of that guy explaining it that way, I forgot his name, which sucks, but I was like, damn, that is true. Like, you could just keep posting. It doesn't really, you're not losing anything. Maybe some time because of your shooting or editing or whatever you're doing, but you can get lucky. There's like enough people in the world for someone's gonna enjoy the shit that you're doing, so why not just make
Yeah.
something?
Right.
So,
Right.
Man, it's crazy. Because there's another creator I had on here. His name is Liam, and he said the exact same thing. And he was like, I don't know who said it, but someone said it. So I'm hoping the audience, whoever watches this, you guys can find this, because like more than one, it actually inspired you guys. It inspired him, and you guys are like a dope creator. So yeah, sorry, I just wanted to.
thanks, appreciate it.
I don't want to forget anyone, or if someone knows, and if they could chime in. But yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to thank him.
Yeah. No,
Thank
that's a
that
great
person
way to look at
and-
it.
Right.
Yeah.
Watch that video again and again.
Yeah.
The rest of our lives.
So Rachel started posting stuff.
Yep.
She started doing stuff like fashion, like home-based, like fashion-based, like videos on her iPhone. And then I got like this. I like went on Craigslist, and then someone was like, "Hey, I'll pay you like $20 if you like show like."
Not even you just like, I'm just looking for someone to make videos on
Yeah,
Instagram,
what
TikTok,
it was.
whatever for my thrift store.
Yeah, thrift shop, like an online thrift shop. So I like sent her over, and then so she made like a video, I think like 1 or 2 videos of like a thrift. It was called Thrift Alarm. Shout out.
Yeah.
Of like online thrift shop, and she did a video, and it was cool, but the videos weren't really like popping off as much as like we both wanted to.
Right.
And I wasn't included in this at all. I was just I was like, oh cool, and she showed me and stuff like that, and I was like, I have a camera. Let me try to use my camera. I want to see what happens.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, let's see it. And then that first video that we did popped off, and we didn't have like any followers, and it popped off like crazy. And we're like, oh shit, that's kind of, oh, look at that. It's kind of works.
Lottery
right?
ticket. Lottery ticket.
Yeah. And then, you're like, okay, cool. So let's just keep doing that. And then I hadn't edited anything like that before. I owned a camera, and I did like some videos. I did like really, 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 like, amateur style things for, like, a couple friends, for, like, their bands, like, music videos and stuff like that, but I never did any editing, like, real editing, like, not just, like, in the timeline, so, yeah, then I started editing her stuff, and then, yeah, just started trying to make him dumber and dumber until people
Just more interesting,
it's
entertaining,
like
and
like
experimental with
yeah,
different stuff.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah, now it kind of feels like we're really finding our groove.
Yeah, yeah, we're both really passionate about, like, sustainability and fashion, so
Mhm.
in any way to be able to, like, bring that to a larger audience, people who might not either understand or might not care yet,
Right, a
So,
different audience.
yeah.
So, okay, what was the first video that you did then?
It's called,
That we did, that he edited.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's the song Paper Planes, MIA, and there's a big photo that says or a big text above her that says "thrift alarm," I think,
It
right?
was like styling a dress that is too short for me
Yeah,
because Ty, the owner of Thrift Alarm, he just, like, sent me a bunch of stuff and, like, I gave him measurements and stuff. He's like, "Ah, I'll just send this stuff and, like, whatever works, works." And, one of the dresses I
yeah.
thought was really cute, but it was, like, a little short for my personal style,
So
so I was
yeah,
like, "Oh, I'll just style it in
it's
stupid ways."
yeah, and it was just, like, a culmination of her with, like, funny, like, simple transitions of, like they're, like, the seamless things where
Yeah.
she, like, drops to the ground and then her, like, outfit has, like, a seamless change, and then she jumps back up, she's wearing something new. It was really, like, uh,
Dang. Okay.
simple.
Yeah,
Yeah,
simple,
really simple.
silly, and
Yeah.
I think it was just, like, that angle
Yeah,
that
the overhead
kinda
shot.
grabbed people's attention,
Yeah,
because it's like, everybody a lot of people are doing those seamless transitions, but what one little thing can you add to make it, like, a little bit different, you
yeah.
know?
I shoot on, like, a 7.5 or I shoot on Micro Four Thirds camera, and then it's a
Mhm.
7.5 millimeter, so it's, like, super like, dummy wide.
I love it. I love it. I love the wide angle. That's like all the when I shoot all my reaction stuff, that's like the one I use. I just feel like it looks so like 90s-ish.
Yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
has
Yeah.
that vibe to it.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
like your my facial features look stupid in it, so it's like always cool to,
No.
you know what I
But
mean?
also,
So
Fun.
is yours al is it y yours is also 0 distortion too, right? Or, like, minimal
yeah,
distortion? Yeah, the
on the
fisheye, like,
sides,
warp.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not really going, like, super aggressive or anything like that. Yeah, that's pretty much I think that's what made it. Yeah, and then after that, we were just like, let's keep posting more, and then we've slowly started to try to make, like, small types of videos, like, we'll have ones where it's, like, a static camera overhead, and there's a bunch of these really simple transitions, and then there's ones where I do, like, more speed ramping, and there's, like, some sorta, like, hype song in the background, and then one where it's, like, more fashion-based and we're moving around the city type thing, so we're trying to make, like, a few different types that we can get, like, good at, trying to develop, like a like, it's the same as, like, music, if you're into music, like, an artist has to develop a sound by just trying shit over and
Different
over and over again.
things. For
Yeah,
Mhm.
so
sure. For
yeah, so
sure.
it's
Yeah.
really similar.
Yeah.
Um, when did you guys do that first video? Like, do you remember the date, kind of?
I think it was March.
So
Yeah,
you guys
late
started
February or March.
okay, wow, that's okay, that's pretty quick. So January 1st, it was like, okay, let's try it, and then boom, March is when you jumped on, and then okay, I might be jumping all over the place, but then you guys were traveling. You guys picked up all your shit and we're like, fuck it, let's
Let's
what
dip.
was that? Then when was that? Because I feel like I talked to you before the summer or during the summer, and you guys were kind of there already. So
Yeah,
that means like
yeah.
between March and what, June or something?
Yeah, literally.
That's it, yo.
Literally.
What the
Yeah.
fuck? You guys are nuts.
That video dropped February 18th, I just looked at it.
February.
And, then we were, like, kinda coming up on the end of our lease at our house that you can see in many of those videos.
Yeah.
And we had a friend over in Japan, in Tokyo, who had been, like, telling us, like, "Oh, come out to Tokyo," like, he's been there for a year and he loves it over there, and it's bucket list place of ours, so we were like, "Oh, baby," and then as we started doing these videos more and more, and we were having, like, brands, like, reach out to us and people that wanted to work with us, we were like, "Okay, maybe we could do this, like,
Yeah.
maybe we could actually make it work," and, like, I don't know, compared to where we live now, it's actually less expensive to live in Tokyo.
Yeah, big
So we were like, "Okay, so maybe we save some money going over there and doing that." And
and it's just, like it was, like, a cool way to just there's so many times where, like, things are happening and, like, opportunities come up, and, some people are like they like to play it safe, but I don't know, we kinda just wanted to try something new, and we'd been in the same place for so long.
yeah,
So we are like, like, fuck it. Let's just, like, go see." And so
Damn.
we literally decided in a month we moved. We were like,
yeah,
"Alright, it's happening. We have 1 month to, like, sell all our shit, it, like, get all our stuff, find a place for it,
Yeah.
move, across the world, and then
It was
try to
May
make it work. Yeah.
May 15th our lease ended. So
Yeah.
That is
within like
wild. That is crazy.
Yeah.
Within like 2 months, and you
yeah.
guys were still trying to do this, and it was probably so exciting to do
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Um,
And it's
Yeah.
like, well, there's so many things that like come up that we didn't realize, like opportunities, and we're like, oh shit, like I guess we can kind of so we pretty much we weren't doing like collabs on our page. We were doing like work for companies who essentially like saw our edits and they were like, "This shit is cool. Can you make us one?" And we're like, "Yeah, yeah, for sure. That sounds awesome." And then we're like, "Oh, it turns out you can kind of like make some money doing that." And then
Mhm.
we just were like, "Let's write it out." And Tokyo is really great. There's a lot of thrift and sustainable fashion over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really interesting when brands started to reach out and most of them were brands that like aligned with our values and
Mhm.
sustainability. And we were like, what? Like we didn't even what? Like how it's like a manifestation. It was so cool. And obviously you get a few brands like here and there where you're like, oh, you know what? We don't really like it's just not gonna work out. We don't align the same way. And we're trying to stay really particular and
True and
authentic and
honest.
true
Yeah.
to like what we believe in. We don't wanna, just like do whatever because it comes our way. We
We're
still
not out here working with like H&M and shit.
yeah,
We're, our whole page is like sustainability and fashion. So we're like, let's
yeah,
just work. We kind of want to. We've been saying no to people that we don't agree with and
mhm,
line up with, and through that process, we found that like the right people will reach out to you if you just like
just
keep
hold
it
out.
genuine. Just keep it
Yep,
genuine and be like true to like what
yeah.
like the things you believe in.
yep,
There's like a lot of people who I think like they just get, like, really excited at any sort of, like, opportunity that comes their way when it comes to things.
understandably.
Yeah, which is understandable, like, it's hard to make money as a creator, as
Yeah.
anybody, as freelancing, as, like,
Artists, yeah.
any sort of artist, you know what I mean? It's difficult, so when things come your way, it's really easy and understandable to be like, "Yeah, sure, like, I'll work on this contract with you," or, like, "I'd love to promote this, like, stupid fucking product on my page," you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just like, it makes sense, you know what I mean? But we've just been
It
like,
does.
our
Oh man. I'm not gonna
yeah.
lie, I almost took like a earlier on someone was like trying to get me to do fitness bike stuff. And in my head, I was like, what the fuck am I gonna do? Like, what am I gonna do? And then I'm like over here thinking like, okay, maybe I react to these videos on the bike. And I'm here in front of my computer and just riding it. And I'm sweating. I'm like, maybe not, maybe not, maybe not. So I
That's
get it,
awesome.
you would jump to
Yeah, no,
anything.
we
But I think the good thing is like when you guys, I don't know, stay true to who you guys are and when the audience respects that like and they love that about you, that's like the best relationship to build
yeah,
because
yeah.
that's like the I think the content creators, the artists, anyone who has a strong relationship with their audience, they have the most leverage in terms of the money coming in
Yeah,
later on. It might not be
Sure,
yeah,
fast,
sure.
but it is like, no, this is my I'm paying you, to give you this relationship I have with my audience. So no, it's cool that you guys are like that.
Yeah, and I think, like, a lot of it is also based on, like, what matters more right now. Like, right now, like, we see our audio we reply to every comment, we reply to all the DMs, we're, like, trying to make sure that we develop, like, a relationship where, like, like, we give a shit, like, we wouldn't be doing the stuff we're doing if it wasn't for any of these people that are looking at our stuff and
yeah,
enjoying it, so it's, like, that matters way more to me than, like, a few, some money, you know what I mean, that we could be
Yeah.
like, what's the point of that? It's not worth it.
yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Dang. Oh man. Okay, that's crazy. Okay, so you guys were in Tokyo on what day, like, and what day and how long? I'm just trying to get this order going of like
Yeah.
how your years.
March, April,
May 27th?
May
Yeah, May 27th.
27th we land.
28th we land or something like that. Yeah,
28th
yeah.
we
Yeah.
land, whatever it is. You lose a day, gain a day, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And yeah, and then we like live in our buddy's old apartment, um, which is, Tokyo size, different
Yeah.
than a house.
Yeah.
So and like all of our decorations and all of our personality that we put into our house is
Yeah.
like not there anymore. Because it's
We're living in a box. It's a
yeah,
fucking box. It's like
a little box and
yeah.
there's nothing on the walls and we're like, okay, well, it doesn't matter because like it's not all about that.
Turns out it was.
Turns out that's all it is.
Turns
No,
out that's all we are.
no.
It's just, like, hard to, like, film as much stuff because we went
Yeah.
from I have, like, a really my setup, I film on a Blackmagic camera, And if you, like, know anything about black magic, so they're not like a run and gun type camera. You can't just, like, do whatever you want. You gotta build them up, right? So I
Yeah.
have a huge setup. I brought, like, as much gear as I could that made sense, and it's like a whole ass rig, you know what I mean? And we're so used to, like, packing stuff in our, like, car and then driving it wherever we want and then shooting multiple locations in one day, like, all that stuff, and then we learned, like, we were super humbled, like, really fast with, like, not only not knowing any of the language, not knowing where we are, not
Transit.
yeah, we're just like, "Oh, it turns out now we have to, like, lug all our stuff with us, try to go film somewhere, and not be like those asshole tourists who are always just like,
In your
like
face, it's like,
yeah, in your
In
face
your
and
space, in your way.
yeah, we were truly trying to be like we know that, like, being, like especially American tourists, I think they just come off as, like, a little bit like they can do a lot of what they do here in the US over and anywhere, in Japan, the people don't fuck with that at all because that's super rude. So we were trying to be, like, as, like, intrusive and as loud and
Yeah, not as intrusive or
yeah, I'm sorry, not as
less
intrusive,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, less intrusive as possible.
we just wanted to fly under the radar
Yeah, exactly, but
anywhere we were.
yeah, but it was tough because we could only film in certain spots, like parks and, like, lonely streets, but, everyone walks everywhere, so we're just, like, trying to make it work, so
Yeah.
we didn't film as much as we wanted to, not even close to as much as we wanted to or thought.
Yeah.
It was a more, like, inability, like, we were just, like, not it didn't work with our flow until the very last, like
Until we're about to leave.
yeah,
Then we're like,
literally.
"We got it now, but now we're gonna
We're starting
leave."
to film, starting to feel good. We're like, we got it. We moved into a new spot, like a nicer spot. And we're like, oh my gosh, like this is so much better. Like we love Tokyo, like and then immediately we had to fucking come back, which sucks.
Yeah.
But
Man, that's crazy. So that last spot, how long were you guys there for when you guys moved into that last spot? And when was that? In
So
August?
from end of May
August, yeah, no, August. It
to,
was
like, mid-August, I
yeah,
think
no, it was like yeah, something like that. First,
we were in that first spot. We were only in the second place for, like, a month or
yeah,
so.
month and a half or something like that.
Um, and we also ended up going to Vietnam at some point during our stay
To split the
to break up our, like,
yeah,
visa allowance time,
yeah,
which was amazing in itself. And then we came back. So essentially, like, we
been
started
moving,
in
just not
February,
stop moving.
and then we, like, finally got the hang of, like, what we were doing, and then we left and we went somewhere else, and we were like, "Oh my god," and then we finally got the hang of what we were doing there, and then we left, and now we're somewhere else. We in a completely different situation as well.
Yeah,
Um,
Oh
so
man.
there has been no stability
yeah.
really for us.
That's why we don't post for like 3 months at a time. It's
Yes,
like
that's why I
bye.
had a
Everyone's like,
3-month
yeah,
hiatus.
where are you guys at? We're like, I have no idea. We're just everywhere. We can't. Yeah.
And
I'm
people
like
are
reading
so
the comments
nice.
on your like videos now because you guys have started posting again, and
Yeah,
people are
yeah.
like, "Oh,
Welcome
she
back.
posted," or like, my favorite show is on. But it's cool to
Yeah.
like get people to like actually feel that way about you guys and the work that you guys are putting out. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's amazing. Like, we
yeah.
even had people DMing us on TikTok and Instagram being like, "Hey, like, just reaching out. I noticed
Making sure you're
you haven't
good.
been on
Yeah.
my feed.
Yeah, yeah.
You're
You're
okay?"
like, yeah, if you would just be like, hey, is everything all right? We're like,
Like, "Yeah,
yeah.
we're just busy."
I love that. Yeah, everyone's really nice and they care, which is cool. Like I
Yeah.
feel. I'm not on the page at all. Obviously, like my face isn't on it. I'm behind the scenes, but I still feel so connected to like people who like care about that kind of stuff. It's like really badass. I didn't think it would ever happen.
Yeah.
It's not something you think about when you think about posting, like building relationships. You kind of just think of like, oh, I'm doing something like we just love we like to create. You know what I mean? But when
Yeah.
people are into it and then they get excited for it, you're like, "Oh, man, this is, like, more than just a video. This is, like, a way for people to, like, find connection through whatever medium it is that you decide to use." So
Yeah.
No, that's so cool. You guys have like it's such a great story, and the only reason why I asked about the timeline is because I know that you guys were moving and doing all this stuff, and I knew that you guys started this year. So it's so crazy where you guys started in terms of social media, but like in your lives too. Like this must be the most uncomfortable year of your whole life. You know what I mean? Like it's
It
kind
is
of
100
crazy that you
that
guys
is
are just
accurate. Yeah, dude, like, our lives have been flipped upside down because of this
Yeah.
decision that we made in, like, the best way possible.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it's
okay, that's
nice
good.
having new things come your way and, like, being uncomfortable, it's, like, the greatest feeling ever. You're only learning. There's nothing else, there's no stagnant time, there's no, like you're never leveled off. You're either having like really amazing like fun or you're going through this shit, but you're like learning a lot, like you're struggling through that and then persevering through it and like
Yeah.
coming out with like a really cool, takeaway and even a cool like video at the end of it, or something to think
Yeah.
about later. So
Yeah. And when we look back at 2024, it was like it was a great year. Every year was a great year, but it was so, like, comfortable and, like, stagnant, and we weren't as inspired, and we
yeah.
weren't, like, being really pushed to do creative things the way that we
Yeah.
are now.
Yeah, we got too cozy, It was
Yeah.
it was like nearly the second year that we'd been like moved into our own, like like a home by ourselves with each other, and like feeling like comfy. Like we designed the house, like our spot, and got to set everything up the way we wanted it. And it was like, wow, this is our place now, which is great. But then you get like sedentary, and you're like, oh, okay, I'm cozy. It's cool waking up and doing this one thing and this one job the same way, and then going back and, you know, watching TV, and like it's nice, but like, after a while you're like, what else are we missing
Yeah.
out on,
Yeah.
Especially creating. We both quit, or we both like stopped working. Essentially, yeah, we both
This
quit.
year, we've been able to stop doing any other jobs
Yeah.
Oh,
except,
wow.
like,
Okay.
creation and
Yeah.
and video production,
Yeah, it's
which
real.
is unbelievable.
Yeah, it's really like corny as hell, but like I always tell this to like our friends, like we the beginning of this year, I told myself I wouldn't do anything I didn't want to do. Like I'm just not gonna do anything I don't want to do. Anything that I don't find passion in, or any sort of like gift, any sort of reward that I'm like either being fulfilled like mentally or in any other sort of way, creatively, things like that. I was like, I'm not gonna do it. And then the moment we decided to do that, it sounds insane. It sounds so stupid, but the moment we decide to do that, like things come your way because you're actively working towards those things. It's
Yeah, and you
insane.
kinda just, like, force yourself, like, you give yourself no other option, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
kind of do. Yeah.
And I know that that's lucky and, like, comes from, this place of, like,
Being at the right place at the right time.
right place, right
Yeah.
time, like, privileged to have, like, the family that is, pushing us and telling us,
Yeah.
"Do what you wanna do," and, like,
Yeah.
friends that are like, "This is amazing, like, do it, go for it," and
Yeah.
people that'll help us, if it comes like, "Oh, we need someone in our video, like, can you come be in our video?" Our
Yeah.
friends, are so like, okay,
Yeah.
I guess." So we have, like, this great community around us that's, like, just absolutely wonderful, but it just yeah, this year has been a complete surprise. We would have never imagined this is where we would be same time last year.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. Like we still got a couple months left, so it might even
I
get
know.
right. You guys don't even
I
know.
know.
I
Don't
feel like
say
you guys
that,
are.
Kev. Don't say that, Kev.
No, it's good. It's
Yeah.
character development. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, it is.
Someone said they were like one of my like really good buddies. He was like, oh, like anytime something would be like a little tough or we were like struggling, he'd just be like, dude, it's just all. What do you say? It's all part of your lore. I think he
Oh,
said. Yeah,
yeah. It's
it's
all
just all
Yeah.
building
part.
your lore.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's all part of your lore, man. It's all part of the story. I was like, damn, that
Yeah.
I
Or like
totally
they're like,
agree.
do it
Yeah,
for the plot. Sometimes
Yeah.
I'm
yeah, do
like,
it for the plot.
yeah, I'm
Exactly,
like, is
exactly.
this gonna be good for my story? Am I gonna
Yeah.
get
Yeah,
hurt?
yeah,
Maybe. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, but it's
Yep.
good.
Exactly.
That's crazy. Okay, so right now, are you guys sitting on like a ton of content that you guys need to cut up, or was this trip like, okay, we just kind of figure it out and it was kind of tough, or
Yeah,
what's
so we
yeah,
we filmed a bunch of stuff, but I think we I think I just
Fine bunch
yeah, we
first.
filmed enough stuff that we can like keep posting for a little while, but it wasn't anything that we were really passionate about. I feel like
yeah,
at the same time that, and it's kind of hard because so we posted this video. It's got this song called "Dumbest Girl Alive" in it, and it was like our video after we'd been on hiatus for like a month, and we were like, "We back," and that one popped off on there. I think right now it's sitting like over 1 million views, which it was really cool. And we noticed that people really like this one thing. Um, and we were like, okay, that's like really exciting. Like we should make some more videos that are fun like that, that have a lot of like more of that social sustainable commentary. Whereas like that video didn't really have a lot of it. I mean, it had some jokes here and there, but not a lot of it. And then we were like, let's try to film some more of that's like upbeat hype stuff. And as we were doing it, we're like, "Fuck, this is not fun." Like, it's not the same, we just weren't used to, like, filming outside, and, I wasn't, used to filming outside, and
Yeah.
have it, like, lacking, like, the tools or, like, the gear that I'm so used to and having to, like, figure it out. So I think we filmed a couple or a few videos like that,
Yeah.
but the biggest thing we wanted to do that we didn't get to accomplish was just, like, filming stuff that was gonna make our page into like drive it towards that sustainability thing, you know? Because a lot we got a bunch of we dude, we gained like I swear to God, we gained like 40,000 followers or something like that in how long? Like a day or something. It was insane.
Yeah,
That
it
is
was
crazy.
Yeah.
it was really crazy, and it's interesting because the video that brought us that
Yeah.
is one of those videos where it's kinda like, super entertaining, flashy, brain rot style,
Yeah.
um, which is great,
Yeah.
but ultimately, what we're trying to do with our page, maybe not so much. Like, the goal of Rachel's Room and, like, our whole brand that we're trying to build is to be a place for, like, education and information on
Mhm.
sustainability, and,
Yeah.
like, obviously, we don't know everything, we're no
No.
expert, and so it should be filled with me learning, should be filled with me teaching things that I learn and asking questions and getting to know, um, the truths behind what's going on in the fashion world and in the sustainability world.
And it doesn't even I feel like it doesn't always mean that she's gonna be talking to the camera, but, like, a lot of our videos, they have, like, that social commentary in the background, like,
Mhm.
the last video that we posted where we, like, write text or we throw, like, statistics in a video or, like, articles, you know what I mean? A bunch of things we
Recent
show.
news,
Yeah, that
stuff
too.
that is happening.
Yeah,
If
we like to show that the people go like, "Oh, this is," and it we, it's kinda like we reel them in with like, "Oh, what this video is really cool," and they're like, "Wait, what are all these things that are flashing on the screen? What should I be looking at? This is interesting. This is about sustainability. Oh," and then they end up learning something. So, the only thing about that video was that it didn't have any of that, which was cool, but then we got, like, a lot of people that were following us who were like, "Where's the next crazy edit?" And we're like, "Well, we're, like, trying to build up what we wanna make." It's not just about, that's the tough thing about, social media, that we gained, like, a lot of followers, which is great for a little bit, but at the same time, like we were talking about when it comes to, like, creating that relationship with your fan with, like, your following, it doesn't really connect the same way, you know?
Mhm. And to answer your question, yes, there is stuff that we have filmed that isn't edited yet, and there's like a longer form video that we filmed, wrote, filmed, created that has yet to be edited, looked at, and finalized and whatnot.
Yeah.
But we're hoping that we can start getting into that long form content space as well. Because we post like shorts and whatever on YouTube, but we want to also have more time to speak about the things that we care about. So
Yeah.
there's more stuff that we have that's in the works. It's coming. Um, yeah, from Japan, and will hopefully be able to take us elsewhere around the world. Maybe I don't know. We'll see.
I think you guys would be great at doing the long form stuff, and especially like because you guys know this because you guys do the short form stuff. That brain rot stuff, it works. It works really
Yeah,
well on those
it does.
platforms.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then, especially when one video takes off like that, it's kind of hard. Well, for me at least, to come back from that. Like
Mhm.
everyone's just coming and seeing that video, and it's all like even the last video that you guys posted with, all the commentary, the articles. I love that video, but I'm reading the comments and I could tell where it's going. Where it's like, oh, I love the editing, and it's like, yeah, the editing is great, but there's probably some other things that you guys probably want to do and talk about. That it's like, okay, where do we have to entertain, but we also have to educate, or we want to
Exactly.
educate, and then finding that balance is so tough. So I just hopefully you guys don't get discouraged because like, I know a lot of people are coming in and it's just like whatever, but
No.
Yeah,
yeah.
you're exactly right.
Yeah, because
That's the
that's
dilemma.
yeah, that's the hard part, like, so we post, like well, we have these videos that we do. They're all we have, like, 4 different categories, let's say, of these videos,
Yeah.
and we have, like, different names for them, like, one of them's, like, a closet thought, which you've seen, which is, like, the more, like, Rachel talking to the camera and with, like, cool, like, transitions that isn't crazy brain
Transitions.
rot.
Like
Yeah, yeah, the, like,
yeah, yeah.
swiping, yeah, what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
got
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, of
Yo,
course.
Kevin knows what's up. He's like,
Yeah,
"I'm on
yeah,
set,"
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I watch all the videos. I watch all the
Hell
videos.
yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, man. But yeah, so that's one of them. We have other ones where it's like OOTD, which is like Rachel with a static camera, a camera like a pie on sticks, where that's just her dancing and having like showing like cool sustainable fits with some sort of like titles in here. And then we have like a hype edit, which is like usually
Speed
just like
ramps.
speed ramps, like really intense stuff. So we have all these things and they kind of work. We kind of like are designing it so that it works as like a hook here and a hook there to kind of bring different parts of this niche like over into our page, and hopefully people say they come in for those and then they stick around for the closet thoughts or the more like educational stuff, and then they get hooked, and then they're like, okay, cool, I resonate with this, or this resonates with
Either
me.
they do or they don't,
Yeah,
and we've truthfully lost, like, hundreds of followers
yeah,
over the past few
yeah, like almost a thousand or
months or
something like that.
even
Yeah,
since we've been back and since we've been more active, we've
yeah,
lost followers, and that's fine because
yeah,
obviously they're not the people that we're, resonating with or the
Yeah.
people that we're looking for, and, like,
yeah,
if you don't wanna follow, that's okay. We still wanna, like, reach new audiences, and we still wanna, create this stuff whether or not we are constantly, gaining followers
yeah.
is
Like
kind of
that
the deal.
number does not matter. What matters more is like the number of times. I always look at the number of posts matters way more to me than like the number of followers. Like we should just be trying to create as much as we possibly can, because
Mhm.
like that's
Yeah.
just like what's the point if you're not like growing? You know what I mean?
And the engagement is amazing, like,
Yeah.
we get so many people talking in the comment section and, a lot of, like, repeat people, a lot of people that have been there from the beginning, especially on TikTok. There's, like, some people that were there when we only had, like, 3,000 followers, and it's really
So,
cool.
yeah. So
That's
yeah.
crazy. That's wild. And did you guys start it Instagram and TikTok at the same time? You
Yep.
guys
Yeah.
posting like
Essentially,
just
yeah.
okay. And
Yeah.
then did you find that one was growing, I guess, um one was growing faster than the other, and
Yes.
then
Yeah.
kind of both kind
TikTok
of
was
blew up?
like,
TikTok has always been this sort of slow incline, like, every time we post a video, we'll
yeah,
gain, like,
more and more
a few thousand followers, and then Instagram was, like, nothing, and then all of a sudden just shot up
because of that one video.
because of that one video.
Yeah, which is crazy because like it's like we didn't neither one of us have really been on like Instagram or TikTok like before this year.
Mhm,
We just kind of had an account. I had like an account where I posted like random like videos of me filming, and then Rachel had like a personal account.
mhm.
And we weren't really super active on either. So we didn't really understand the scope of like the internet, I think.
Yeah.
But like after one video got popular, you kind of realize like, oh shit, like this is everyone is connected. You get like like people that you grew up watching on TV, people you grew up like listening to, they're like commenting on your stuff, and you're like, how did you find that? How are
Yeah,
you in our
like this is the
DMs? Like,
wildest thing ever. Like, why is
yeah,
my
it's
childhood coming
crazy.
back to me right now? It's
Literally,
Literally,
it's so
yeah.
insane.
yeah.
It's just because like everything is so connected. So like the way that Instagram, I think, or its algorithm where it was working at the time in June, because I know like people say it changes all the time.
Yeah.
It was just like sending it everywhere, and it still is like in a lot of different
Yeah.
ways.
Yeah.
Um, we have less to say about that though, because like after you don't post for 3 months, like it just forgets about you. So
Yeah.
just now we're starting to build it up with some more posting. And hopefully that just kind of keeps building it up. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, okay, I had like videos obviously like queued up, but is there any videos you
Yeah.
guys want to watch? Because like I'm down to just watch any of your stuff, anything you guys want to talk
Oh,
about.
I have no idea. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just go through some of them.
If you think I'm stupid now, you should see me when I'm high. And I'm smarter than I look. I'm the dumbest girl alive. I took 10 pills today. I got bruises on my thighs. Plus, I gave away my brain. I'm the dumbest girl alive. Text, like you're trying to start a fight. Yeah, I'll fucking text you back. I'm the dumbest girl alive. Can you show me how to cry?
Before we get into it, I wanted to ask you because you said you were talking to Rachel about, yo, you have to start posting content. What was it about her? And I know you said she was creative and she needed to do that, but
Mm.
why did you say that like she needed to like actually post this stuff?
I think we have like a gift, especially some sort of like creative gift, and or skill, something that you actually have to like mentor yourself and bring together, over years of learning. I am like the same way I watch videos, or I'll see an editor do something, the same way that she'll watch someone create something cool that inspires her. I was like, you gotta put it out there. We're both musicians, and like making music and putting it out is just like a great way to like feel like a piece of you is out there while simultaneously, giving something back to like your little kid self, in a way that's gonna be like, wow, I love this song, or like, wow, I love this thing. This thing like inspired me to make it. And I think it's the same exact thing on social media. So I was always like, you gotta do it. And I think someone will like it. And like I said, she's just brilliant. And I was like, you just have to do it. So
Yeah.
For me, what it is you have a certain personality. Like people, I feel like you probably know her so well where you're like, yo, you're so weird, like it's cool. Like I like
Yeah,
this. I like this.
exactly.
I
Yeah.
love that. I feel like there's certain people who have it in front of the camera who do it really well, and I feel like Rachel, you do it really well, and you probably see it too. And it's like, okay, you're so natural. People are
Thanks.
probably looking at you like you've been doing this for less than a year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That
It's kind of
yeah, that's the
crazy.
yeah, it is
Thank you.
crazy to think about, and it's crazy to think that I had to convince her. I'd be like, she didn't wanna be, like, in videos talking. She didn't wanna be, like, doing this, and I'm like, "Just do it, like, don't care." You know, I mean, it's so much easier to do it as me. I'm just a schmuck behind the camera. Like, I have, like, no skin in the game. She's like, "People are saying," I'm like, "Who gives a fuck?" And that's
Oh,
how we've always
that's a
kinda
tough thing too, right? When people are always
Yeah,
saying shit. Um,
yeah.
Yeah.
oh man. Wait, so Rachel, did you not want to be in front of the camera? Like when you saw your videos at first, were you like, oh, I don't want this? Or were you just cool?
It's still so hard for me to, like, film myself or be filmed. That's so, like, cringe and embarrassing.
See
And people comment and they're like, "Oh, you're so cool." And I'm like, "What are you talking about? Like, you don't know me at all, dog."
just gotta
So
you just gotta fake it till you make it.
so uncoordinated. It takes me like 15 takes to say like 5 words of a line that I wrote, and it's just
That'd
like
be so
Oh
awesome
man.
because like,
it's
she'll have, like, 5 words to say, and she gets, like, really nervous when she's saying them, and I'm like, it'll be fine," but then she, like, forgets the line because she gets, like, because 'cause we'll be shooting in public, you know what I mean? It's, like, hard, but when we see it in the edit, I'm like, "Dude, you're, like, a natural." Like, it looks so like, it just looks seamless, you know? Like, she's
I'm
really
like,
great at
I'm
that.
not an actress, but I'm good at acting like I'm an actress, so then I am an actress. Like, it's crazy. I don't know. We're just faking it so hard
That's
that we're
like
making it.
same.
It's insane.
You just gotta yeah, neither one of us have ever done this, so it's like, you just have to
Yeah.
pretend you can, and then you will, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How'd you guys come up with this idea? What's the starting point for a video like this?
We didn't really we were
This is
just
one of those things that we just like filmed on a whim
Mhm.
and then we didn't really
Care.
think much about.
Yeah, it was just like
And
the only thing that was planned in this entire thing was the sword thing. That was the only one where I was like, "Oh, use that sword." Our buddy had just, like, let us borrow he moved, and he was
we
like,
were
"Oh"
helping him move. We
yeah.
saw the sword and we are like, "Oh, we should use that in a video."
Yeah, and then the only thing that was planned was me being like, "Oh, you're gonna cut your heads off, all of your heads." So we had to do like 3 or 4 swings with that. Everything else is just like the same with a lot of our videos. It's kind of fun. This is like a creative philosophy I think of us, but it's just like trying to find the magic in the moment is really fun and not having to plan everything out. And there's a lot of happy accidents in all of our videos where people are like, "Did you plan this shot?" And we're like, "No, not at all.
Yeah.
It just kinda we got lucky." And we get lucky a lot because we just have a bunch of dumb ideas that sometimes work and sometimes don't. But this is one of those videos where it took, like, nothing to edit. It was, like, the quickest edit, one of the quickest edits ever, and it was just f just to post something 'cause it'd been a month, you know?
Yeah.
And it just happened to be the one that
Wow.
everyone loved, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So how about the track choice? Because I guess you guys would have to have had that before you wanted to shoot.
Yeah, that's, like, that was
We had
yeah.
been choosing songs that were trending on the apps previously,
Hmm.
um, with, like, the Kendrick tracks that we did
Yeah.
and whatever else was on there. We were just trying to, like, go to the trending stuff because we were like, "What's gonna get us picked up?" or whatever.
Yeah.
And then we're like, "Ugh, let's just do some shit that we, like, listen to."
Yeah,
And so
that I actually fuck with.
we love these guys,
Yeah.
100 Gag, and it's so funny. So many people ended up commenting on this video being like, "I love your song, like,
Yeah.
can I where do you have this out? Can we stream this?" And I was always like, "No, no, like, it's not. It's 100 gecs and, like, yes, it's out
Yeah,
there."
everyone was like, "You guys sound just like 100 gecs," or be like, "You guys are
Such
co
a rip of
this is such a rip."
crickets.
Yeah. We're like, "It's not our song."
It's on the bottom of the screen,
Yeah,
like
even though, dude,
That's
I
how
don't know, like
good that's how good the performance was though.
yeah,
Do you understand?
honestly,
Like
yes.
it
yeah,
really is.
dude,
That's
you know,
crazy.
DJ Diesel, like Shaq,
Yeah.
he hit us up being like, "Let's collab," and I was like,
What?
"Collab on a video? That sounds awesome," but he didn't mean that, he meant, like, collab on the song, and I was like, "Oh, that sucks, now I wish we made the song," like, damn it, we were so close to meeting Shaq.
I would have just lied. I would have been like, yeah, and then get in the studio and just make a
Yeah.
whole album.
Shut
I
up.
mean, like,
Yeah,
screw
yeah,
it.
yeah. Just do a
Damn.
quick hyper pop, glitz
Yeah.
pop album.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
But yeah, we love this song. We
Yeah.
love 100
The
gecs.
song's so good, yeah.
And I think that's one of the reasons why it was, like, so fun to actually film because, like, I really like this song, and so to, like, play around with the guitar and the
Yeah.
mic and stuff.
It kinda made sense to be in our little studio,
Yeah.
and that's our buddy and our roommate, in the background.
Yeah.
That's
He was,
cool.
We just pulled in.
yeah, we're like, yo, just be in this video. This was real too. She was running around and like spinning some shots.
This room in our house, this is like our studio in our old place, and it like I don't know what it is about the insulation or the 1950s house, like
Yeah.
the windows, but like this room
So-
was so hot all the freaking time, especially in the summertime. And so this was like early summer when we were filming this,
Yeah.
and it was like
And so you're layered. You're wearing
Yeah,
a
you're wearing, like-
jacket and
It's
a
like
hoodie
overalls, or
underneath
you're
it.
we're like, what? That's
yeah. So one of the fits is
crazy.
like overalls, a hoodie, and then some stuff layered on.
And then a
The
jacket.
other one is like a leather jacket over like a turtleneck,
Yeah.
all sorts of
Oh,
stuff.
what?
It was so bad.
How
So-
long were you guys filming for?
Oh, I don't know.
Less than an hour.
Yeah,
Oh.
less
45 minutes, an hour, maybe.
Still, that's
We
like a
only played the song.
workout. I feel like I'd
Yeah,
be
yeah,
sweating.
Yeah.
It-
Yeah, she was sweating. Yeah, yeah. That's always happens too because he's like her style is like she does a lot of layering, which is super cool. But it's also a reason that like in Tokyo we were like, fuck
Right.
that, dude.
Oh yeah,
It was
wasn't
like
it hot during the
99%
summer?
humidity.
Oh, my
It was
God.
like-
It's hotter than all things hot.
Dude,
It was,
it's
it was
just-
so bad.
so hot, and everyone was like, why would you move here? This is the worst time to come,
Yeah.
and we found out real quick.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
their
We, like-
fashion though, like they layer too. Some like I feel like a lot of videos,
They
do.
and
And
right,
they
and
do.
they
They
don't look like they're
sweat.
sweating. Like
They don't.
Like-
They don't.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
no.
Sweat.
what are
They
your
don't
sweat
Everybody
glands?
looks so good.
Everyone looks so
Yeah.
good.
So
Smells
passionate.
good.
They're
Like they
so
don't.
good.
They don't. Everyone looks like so
Smelling,
like nice and like
just looking away. Yeah, yeah.
on the train. Like everyone's just like so good looking and like clean and like it's crazy. And then we're over here like
Couldn't
bum.
hold like the little
No.
hand things on the train because I have to like keep my pit down because
Yeah.
it's so
Yeah,
smelly.
I was
you don't
going
want
through,
that
like
to
multiple
waft.
shirts a day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
it was so
Yeah.
it was crazy.
Yeah, so you guys did this in an hour. That's pretty good in terms of like just performance. And do you guys have this style already when you guys do these types of videos where it's like, let's just run through a ton of different takes and then I'll figure it out in editing kind of thing?
That's the fun part about it. You kind of like get to make it up as you go, which is
Yeah.
fun. But it
Okay.
is cool when like something you planned works, which is nice.
Yeah, you're like, oh
like
my
this
God.
this one.
Yeah,
And the
this
head
right
chop.
here.
The head
Yeah, this
worked
one.
out
Yeah,
nicely.
I was like, oh, you have to make sure you're swinging in a certain way and all this other stuff. But
Mm.
just like really silly shit. And it's like so like that's how in a rush I was to get the video done. I like did such a jank ass job. Like actually cutting like her face isn't even if you pause the video in a lot of spots, it just looks not good.
Nah, it's okay, man.
but yeah.
It's all good. This
I've seen this there's this one video and you talked about it too
Yes,
where
the
this
guy
where this guy
his house.
he's cleaning his house
and he's
Yelling,
jumping like
yelling.
and it's like
yes
yeah,
yes
I love that.
Yeah.
I don't know why I love stuff
Yes.
like that. I'm like, this is so weird. I love this.
'Cause it's
Sa-
so funny.
and it's
so
strange.
absurd.
Yeah, and that was like we saw it. I forgot. I don't know if we saw it. We saw it a long time ago because someone sent it to like before we even started content creating. But then Rachel was jumping. She was doing the intro jumps, and then I was like, "What if we do an intro jump where that happens?" And she did it once, and then we were like, "Wait, what if you're traveling?" And then we're like, "Oh yeah, like that Japanese dude." And then so we just decided to do it just because I thought it'd be funny, and then also it made sense. This is also something like we did just to see, just like for later. And then when I listen to the song again, it's like that beep beep boop boop, like the sounds of the
Yeah.
of like I don't know the toms or whatever.
Mhm.
And I was like, oh, I'll just line them up to those and then see what happens.
I wanted to watch something else. I love this video.
On Etsy, style feels soulful. Clothing is art. This isn't a garment. This is a story with a beginning, middle, and end. The textile origins, the human hands that shaped it, the subtle genius in every detail. Clothing is language, a love language that speaks deeply to those who listen. These vintage garments have lived other lives. When we choose quality and craftsmanship over trends, our clothes will outlast us, ready to be loved again in another lifetime. There's a quiet beauty in that kind of circularity. The clothing we choose to wear speaks volumes. What story will your Etsy wardrobe tell?
I love this video.
Thanks. That's really cool. It didn't get popular because like it was during that time where we hadn't posted for so long. Which is fine, but we were just like sad that it didn't get pushed out to that many people because it's like probably the most.
This is my
Yeah.
favorite video that Ian
This
has
is-
ever edited.
This is it's my favorite Ian's ever edited. To be honest, I love like 'cause I love it. It's like, and I know it's probably too like you guys haven't posted in a while. Maybe it's different from what obviously the algorithms are bringing your audience in for all that the hype edit. But I saw this and I had that feeling where I was like, oh, I feel like this is the type of content that you guys are gonna want to be doing.
Yeah, I mean that video is so like fun and also challenging to make, and I don't know how much
We filmed
can
that
talk about it.
we filmed that in Tokyo or in Japan. It wasn't actually in Tokyo.
Yeah, it was like it was okay. Yeah.
So it's still a little confusing to me.
Yeah.
But yes, it was in Tokyo.
It was in
We filmed it. We like found this chalet
yeah.
on Airbnb.
Yeah, it's like a
No, we found them on Instagram.
yeah, on Instagram. No, it was on Airbnb, but it's like this like bed and breakfast over there. And we really were looking for like just like a cute place to film because we didn't have anything, and the whole video was supposed to be around like fall fashion, so like cozy and warm and stuff like that. And then it ended up being like a love letter to, is what we decided, right? It was a love letter to sustainable clothing.
Vintage clothes.
Yeah, to vintage clothes. But it was such a pain in the ass to do because it was the first real big thing we had to film. And like we traveled like 2 hours to get to the spot. They said they'd be open, and then we got there and it was raining and it was hot. It was like raining and also hot as hell.
Like 80 degrees
so
and rain.
hot.
That's
Like
the worst
like
combo.
muggy.
Hot rain.
It was
Ugh.
so bad.
Hot rain.
So we had to wait. So we're out there, and then we have to go to this park that was the close by that we found, which was from the first spot, where she's like, standing in the rain or standing outside, and the camera's like going up the tree and all that. Which was like, this is park of the lake. And yeah, it was like such a fun video to make because it was the first time we got to film in horizontal. Like we'd never done that before.
Yeah.
We never ever filmed horizontal. So we got to, and I was like, finally, like I don't shoot in a crazy big, it's like micro four, it's a 4K. It's a pocket, it's a Blackmagic
Like pocket cinema.
Yeah, the BMP CC 4K. And the 7.5 Laowa lens that I use, it's like so beautiful to film on, and I never get to see it because I'll like actually film in vertical. Like I tilt the whole camera to catch the stuff that we film. And this was the first time we didn't have to do that, and it was just like such a fun video to make.
Yeah, we typically wouldn't want to post like branded stuff on our page, but we liked it so much. And the one that the brand actually posted on their page was like the vertical aspect ratio version.
Which didn't include like the floating text that I did.
Oh, they
which
didn't
I
like
was
the
like,
they didn't like the floating
no,
text.
they
did.
Oh, they
did.
did?
We yeah, I don't know how much we can say about it.
Oh,
But
don't worry
basically,
if you don't.
They wanted one for social media and then one for
something
other
else.
purposes.
Yeah, okay.
And because of that one, the way that it was made, we couldn't do it
Floating
couldn't
text.
include that for some
Yeah.
reason. I don't know. What it was.
Like
like,
none
cut
of the
off or-
floating text at all is in the one.
None of it at
like
all,
even the
which
one on the
I
wall.
was-
The one on the wall was
Even
so
the one on the
good.
wall. Yeah. So I was like, I was sad because like I don't know what I'm doing. We haven't talked about like my background, but I have like no background in editing. Like this is all YouTube University, everything I've ever done. So
yeah.
like music production and editing and everything, it was just something I started like this year. So I have like no idea what I'm doing ever. Like people hit me up and be like, "Yo, how did you do that?" I'm like, fucking YouTube, and then like just messing around. Like I have no idea, especially in a node-based system. Like I don't know anything.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
a lot less for DaVinci than Adobe. Like
Yeah.
DaVinci, you can't, like, you find 100 videos for Adobe how to do something, and in
Yeah.
DaVinci you'll find like a few, And that text thing took me for fucking ever to do. You know what I mean? So I was like, I really want to post this because I think it looks nice, and she loved it. But it was just like, I really want to do it because a lot of people didn't get to see like that version of it. So
And it's like a really honest video. Like it's unlike lots of branded content. Like that's just our thoughts and opinions on vintage clothing.
yeah. We wrote the script and everything and did everything. Yeah.
And that was great. A great thing about working with them was they just like wanted it to be us,
Us,
like,
yeah.
from us and our authentic opinions and whatnot. So yeah, it was like, all right, well, it feels okay because truly
Mm-hmm.
we're talking about secondhand clothing.
Yeah, and it's a brand that we like actually care about. It's like someone that
Something we
we
use.
that we
It fits.
yeah, for
It
sure
fits.
we
It's
use.
perfect.
Yeah, and we've like developed a relationship with like the people there, and so it was like we were like, yeah, well, 100% we'll take this on. Like this is like the best thing that we could have done, the best collab
Yeah.
that we could have.
Yeah.
But yeah, we really lucked out with the spot because
Chobodai.
yeah, Chobodai, like that, like bed and breakfast spot, because the Japanese don't really fuck with people filming stuff. Like a lot of places you try to
Yeah.
film and they're like, don't film at all. Like we don't want it to be in anything. Not because they like hate tourists or anything, but just like a lot of the people that have done stuff before that just hasn't gone well, and they take advantage
It's
and
just
stuff.
yeah, too
Yeah,
much to worry about.
yeah, exactly. But they were so sweet. We got there and like I like blew their DMs up and I was like, "Can we please come here?" And they didn't have any space, but we're like, "We can pay to just film you. We don't even want a room. And we just like really think it's like such a beautiful area." And then he didn't even want to charge us for it, but we're like, "Please let us because this is such a cool spot." And
Yeah.
that's what the majority of the shots were, like one of the bedrooms and then the outside like patio area and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And like this cool little hallway that Rachel's at the end of and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was
And
really, really cool spot.
so did you guys find the spot after you wrote the script? Like, because everything
Yeah.
was, yeah, because it kind
Yeah,
of
we
just
were
fit
looking at
perfectly.
Airbnbs and then we forgot that we are poor and we can't afford those. So we were like,
And it's also like we messaged this one Airbnb that was a more of a house that looked a little more like Western, a little less Japanese style. And it was really cute. It reminded us of like the house that we used to live in.
mhm,
So we messaged and we're like, hey, and we basically had it booked and we're like, just wanted to let you know, like we're gonna be filming like inside and outside. We'll, stay out of the way and whatnot.
yeah, we weren't gonna stay the night. We're just gonna go film real quick.
Go film and then head out. And they were just like, "Oh, okay, like for that, like we'll have to charge an extra, I think it was
Oh,
like $70." And we
Yeah,
were like,
or-
"Ooh,
yeah.
okay, well,
Yeah, that changes everything.
we can't we can't come all that way and then like pay the fee
Yeah,
and also pay this other fee on top of it." Like
it's even
Yeah.
further than the spot we went to, which is already far as hell. So.
yeah. So we ended up not going there and then we messaged these guys on Instagram and they didn't even they didn't even expect us to pay. They were just like, "Yeah, come film." And
Yeah.
and
It worked
So
out
just,
really
cool.
good.
super nice.
Yeah.
And it was so beautiful. Like we ended up getting
I know. I wish.
completely different, like, settings in the same
Yeah.
setting because like, their outdoor area was, like, beautiful and it was raining, so
Oh,
everything was
yeah.
all reflective and shiny and green, and then inside it was beautiful. A lot of, like, really traditional Japanese-looking rooms, like,
Yeah.
upstairs at the small table on the tatami mats in front of
Yeah.
the windows.
I wish I could have filmed. I told them we'd only because I felt bad, because they were also having people show up soon. So I felt bad, and I was like, "We'll take like an hour of your time at max, or like I'm sorry, 2 hours at max, or something like that, maybe less, or something like that."
Yeah.
And so we were like rushing to get everything and hoping to God that we we got everything we needed. But yeah, yeah, and then it came together. It was one of those where we didn't plan the video, like we didn't plan the shots or anything like that.
Yeah.
We just kind of went there, and then on the like
It's
2 hour
script.
with a script and on the 2 hour ride, we're like, this looks good. Let's film here. And for that shot, my favorite shot in the whole thing is Rachel sitting at the like on the tatami mats, like by the window
With the
and
writing on the wall.
with the writing
The
on the
writing
wall,
on the
like
wall,
that
yeah.
stuff
It
or
was
the stuff
beautiful.
where I'm thanks. The stuff that I'm like
Dude.
wrapping around her
Yeah.
and stuff like that was just I wish I could have shot more. I wish we had more time. I wish we had more like money. So you'd be like, can we
Yeah.
stay here for the whole night? You know what I mean?
Don't worry.
was also
Go back.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, yeah, and they were so great. Like I really want to feature them. But you're
I know. This is also, like, one of, I think, the best, like, audio engineer videos that we've had because, like, we talked to them about it, and we were like they're like, "Oh, royalty-free music, whatever, copyright free." We're like, "Yeah, we're kinda thinking of maybe, like, writing our own song because we had, like, a couple instruments and interface and whatnot, music stuff there with us." And so we were like, "Okay, maybe we put a song behind it." But then he, like, started adding all the audio and, like, filling all the space with, like, these really great
Beautiful
sounds
sounds.
that, like, you don't even notice until they're not there, you know what I mean?
you watch with your ears. You really do.
And
It's
it's
like
so good. Like, it just turned out so good, and I think that's why I like this video so much is because it, like, shows his insane audio skills so well.
It really does.
Aw.
It really does. Yeah, yeah. It really does. Yeah, go get a tissue. Um, I think it's so good because it matches when you're talking about and seeing texture. It's like the
Yep.
music gives the video texture to it and like or the
Yeah.
the sound design. Like just everything about it. That's why it felt so good.
Appreciate
Yeah,
that.
I
Thanks. Yeah.
loved it. And like all the texture you guys did
Thanks.
capture, even like going up the tree, like it's like things like
Thanks.
that. And then all like the, getting all the details in the
The
clothing.
shuffling and thanks. Appreciate
Yeah.
that. Yeah, that was
So
it was
good.
like so fun to make. She makes all the assets
Yep.
and all this other stuff on the video and yeah, it was so great. Also, she's the only person who is there when I have to like one to like listen to me bitch and whine, but also just like create the video together, like all this
Yeah,
input,
yeah.
all this stuff. Like we do all the videos together. I think sometimes when we tell people that I'm edit and filmmaking, they think that like, oh, so Rachel's just like a stand-in. Like she's no, obviously not. That's not. It's not a model.
I mean, I
Yeah.
certainly don't do as much as you do, but I try. I try to pick up the
I don't
slack.
think that's true, but
No, you know what? It's definitely a 50-50, I feel like. It's tough to like I bet you
100%.
yeah, you know, being in front of the camera is tough. That's already like that's
Yeah.
so tough. I hate doing that
Yeah,
shit.
I have like no skin in the game either. It's like
No.
easy for me to direct and just be like, "Hey, do this and do this and do this." And then half the time she's like, "How? Like, why?" And I've never done this, so I'm like, "I don't know, but it's just not working," you know. And then she has to do
Yeah.
like 5 different things at once, you know. And
Yeah.
that shit's super hard. I can never do it. So
But I'm glad that like
well,
now doing this and hopefully, you know, people watch it all the way through and they're like, "Oh, okay, cool." Like it is a team. Like it's not just,
yeah,
you know.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
yeah,
it's definitely cool. Yeah, no, this is one of when I saw the video, I was like, "Oh, I definitely got to ask him about this because this is one of my faves for sure."
Yeah.
that's awesome. Thanks, I really
With all the
appreciate
things that
that.
you guys put it. Yeah, the sound design, like even the colors, like with the stuff that you
Mhm.
guys picked, and like it's even the weather being like kind of a little overcast, it looks like, and it kind
Mhm.
of it felt good with like the mood of a love letter, you know.
Thanks,
Yeah.
really appreciate
Thanks.
that. That's
No,
awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, we like really try to like bring in like the wind aspect and like the rain aspect to try to make it feel like cozy. We wanted to feel like
And
Yeah.
cozy.
autumnal.
Yeah, autumnal, yeah.
Autumnal, even though it's 80 degrees outside.
Literally, yeah. Yeah, it was like sprinkling and I was like, we gotta throw like heavy rain on this and hopefully it kind of like
Yeah,
comes through,
it
you know what
was.
I mean? Like, so
Yeah.
yeah.
It's turned out really nice.
Yeah, thanks. We really
So
appreciate it.
okay, any creators, any shows, any movies that you guys have watched that you guys want, you know, me to check out or the audience to kind of check out?
I
Music,
mean,
it even be
yeah,
music that inspires you guys, bands, whatever.
tons. Tons. For me, I think our channel, we have like a certain humor that's been in it, and now it's with some of the stuff we're making. Actually, we filmed stuff today. We both have like really cynical, like dark senses of humor.
Mhm.
So like a lot of the stuff that we watch is like that, and they're generally like really like tough movies to watch. But there's a guy named Michael Haneke that we both are really big into.
Director.
He's a director, and we watch his movies a lot. He made Funny Games. Have you heard of Funny Games? Piano
No.
Teacher.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh,
They're just like pretty hard to watch films, but they're really like raw and honest, and they're just like insanely shot, like really really cool, like really different than like a lot of the stuff that has ever come out.
Mhm.
Um,
Who's my guy? My body horror director?
oh yeah, you like Cronenberg?
Yes, I love
Yeah,
David Cronenberg.
yeah, stuff like that.
Excellent
I know,
director.
but it's like I'm like, people are gonna be like, "Are you just gonna start doing that now? Like, are we gonna start like
No.
filming like body horror and our
Yeah.
things?" But
It's unrelated.
yeah,
Entirely
yeah,
unrelated.
Lars von Trier. We like Lars von Trier.
Yeah.
Just yeah, stuff like that. And then as far
that's
as music
cool.
goes, like we listened to a lot of stuff that was in our last video.
Mhm. Like
Uh,
Black
Black Midi.
Midi. I really like the band Maruja.
Oh yeah, shout out Maruja. Maruja.
Um,
Yeah. They're like you know, like harder rock music, but it's like really experimental, political, lots of social commentary. Stuff that we kind of aim to do with videos.
mhm.
Um
No, that's
yeah, this
cool.
band called Palm, honestly.
Almost great. Math rock.
Yeah, it's like yeah, it's like mathish rock, but a different style of it. Not like Midwest emo math, but like
Yeah.
polyrhythmic stuff. We're actually this excuse me, the next video that we're gonna be doing is gonna have their music in it because they broke up like 2 years ago, and we're on a mission to like see if we can blow them up so that they can get back together. So
What
we're
a
gonna start putting
mission.
a lot of their stuff.
I hope they see it. I hope the whole fan base sees this. And
I
then
hope
this
Thanks.
so.
is what
Yeah.
happens.
So
That's so cool. Last question. Um, for anyone who wants to do the crazy shit that you guys did this year to like start, pick up, make these decisions to like just drop everything. Any advice you guys have for a creator that's kind of in that position?
Stop waiting and just fucking go.
mm,
Just start and pick up every day and make decisions every day that get you closer to doing that.
yeah.
I think that we have this very, I don't know, unique experience right now where we're like having to start over again and again and again and like figure out how to do this again and again and again. Um, which is like teaching us a lot about the way that we do it, like our systems,
Yeah.
and what we need in order to like get stuff done.
Yeah.
Um, so even if you're not changing your scene like every 3 months, maybe just like start over again and again and again until you start to like learn and find out the path that you need to take in order to get stuff done. Does that make sense? Does that make sense?
Not at all. Not even a
Bird,
little bit.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all right.
It
Just
da-
don't do it.
Of course.
We can only do
Do
it.
the opposite of
sucks.
what
Of course.
she just said. No.
No.
And you'll be
Yeah,
fine.
of course. Yeah.
No, that
100%. Yeah.
makes
I think
sense.
the best thing I feel like I could tell people is like, and this is something that I struggle with a lot, even when I'm like, we've like made music, and even when we've done other like creative endeavors, it's all like you always ask yourself, and the older you get, you do too, because you're worried about who's watching and who's doing stuff, and you ask yourself like, who gives a shit? You know what I mean? Like sometimes maybe you ask yourself like, yeah, I could start a podcast with creators, but like, who gives a shit? Who's gonna want to watch this? Like, who's gonna do this? And like, all right, is anybody gonna think it's good? And I think at the end of the day, what's gonna make you put stuff out is realizing that like you think it's good, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Wanting to do it just because you want to do it is a good enough reason to do it.
Mhm.
I think people wait a lot, and I think people waste a lot of time because they're worried about like failing. But if you're not doing it, then it's like you have nothing to lose. You know what I mean? You don't have to like quit your day job. You don't have to move to a different city. Um, you don't have to stop doing a lot of things that you're doing. You just have to do like that one thing, which is just like make that thing you've been thinking about, or do that one thing that you've always wanted to do, and then try it out. And literally nothing bad happens. If you fail or it fucking sucks and you hate it, then you don't do it anymore. And then if it doesn't, then you write it out till you can't
Take it
anymore.
no more.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I agree with that.